All right.
Welcome, people of the universe. This is Rapscallions Report again. We have websites and stuff. There are links of where you can check us out and hit us up about all the stuff we want you to do.
It is hard.
It's hard being us with nobody helping out.
No, I said hit is hard. Like, hit us, like, hit our weblinks hard.
That's hard. Well, yeah. Either way, it's correct. This is the Goomba Squad. That guy, this guy, you know.
You know.
Them's the breaks.
Them's these breaks.
Indeed.
Today's episode is on the forthcoming zombie apocalypse. What we would do, what do we think will happen, what the stuff about it. So I'll hit it off right now. Let's say it happens next year. There's a zombie apocalypse going on through the state. We know it's happening. Everything's in chaos. Where are you going to go and what are you going to do to defend yourself and survive?
Was there any warning of this happening, or did it just happen?
No. Well, it happened, but it's being reported on the news and whatnot. So you know it's happening, but no one knew it was going to happen.
So there wasn't like a prediction, a warning stage?
No, there was not.
Sorry about the canine. Me personally, I would say, go to the local store, find a store, get supplies, stock up. But again, everyone would be thinking that. So, I'm not sure.
Everyone would be thinking that. Plus, if they're quick enough, our fourth guest, if they're quick enough, they will have already made it into a stronghold, which would be a not entirely stupid thing to do. Anyway, I would try and get out to the nearest large body of water. So I would go north. But would I be able to make it that far? Like just doing a straight shot? I don't know, so maybe not. Look for... Yeah, no, I'd say I'd try and make my way north to a large body of water. Find some kind of boat or something that floats. Get out on the water and, see how that goes. That'd be my plan. I guess on the way, collecting supplies if possible, but staying mobile. Because anytime you stay in one spot, there's more of a chance that the zombies will amass towards that spot. And eventually they're just going to break through, I think. Unless you're underground or have some kind of crazy setup. Yeah.
I personally would go straight to Sam's Club. I would hide out there. You have everything you need there. It's strong, it's structurally sound.
Yes.
Tons of supplies, you can make all your weapons, ballistic knives out of Pez dispensers, stuff like that.
Pez dispensers have ballistic knives. Vice versa.
Yeah.
No, see, but Sam's Club, that's another where I would think that if you're not there first, like that's a huge target for the remaining humans.
Well, yeah, but I mean, even then, is there really a problem with having a lot of people? Do you want to be alone or do you want to have people backing you up? There's another question. Would you rather be alone, in a small group, in a big group? What do you think would work best for survival?
I'd say a small to average size group.
How big is that, number-wise?
Yeah, give a number.
I would say no more than maybe a dozen people.
That sounds about right.
Considering if you have a large group of say like 50 people, communication is going to get lost amongst the ranks. Jobs probably won't get done properly, and if one person gets infected and they don't, they hide it, and then they bite someone, and then it spreads.
You're forgetting just supplies.
Oh yeah,
Getting
that too.
Food, clean water, anything for medicine. I mean, yeah.
I would say 6 people to a dozen would be the size group I would like to be in.
Yeah.
But that does not include. I'll throw on maybe 4 or 5 small children. Because I don't want to say 12 people and like half of those are kids. Obviously,
I did say 50.
Yeah, for
So-
bait. If you ever need to escape, just tie a kid to a tree, and they're like, "Get him!" You know. And he just
Like they say about outrunning bears, you don't have to outrun the bears.
You gotta outrun your friends.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, I second what Tone says, that there seems to be an ideal that you'd have enough people for backup and handle a situation, but not so much as where it'd be a problem. In The Walking Dead, in the comic version, it seems like they usually travel with a group a little smaller than that. I don't know, it depends on what part of the series. But I'm going by that for kind of a guideline, and yeah, it seems to be about right. And it seems like whenever they get into big groups, trouble happens.
Yeah.
And then you have people like saying like, "Oh, you have leadership issues when you get into big groups a lot of times."
Yeah, that's another, yeah.
Yeah.
I'm gonna disagree with all two of you, and go with the Greek democracy route and say more people better.
Alright.
Because if you have 100 people, you can send 25 out to go, say, get supplies. And if they all die, then that's 25 less mouths to feed.
But what if one of them doesn't die but gets bitten? And again, he comes back.
Then you have enough people that don't know him to not care about shooting him in the head.
But you have to realize, though, it's like those small towns that only have, 1,000 people living in it. Everybody knows everybody eventually. You know, if so-and-so does something, everyone's going to hear about it.
Yeah.
So if you got a community of 100 people trying to survive an apocalypse, you got to realize, man, that's going to...
And that's going to be better with less people? You have 6 people and you got to all of a sudden kill one of them.
Okay, who's going to be in charge? Next thing you know, you're going to have, oh, well, Bob's better at this, he should be in charge, or Jane's better
Well,
at
you
that.
can hold elections.
We are in America. We have democracy. Which leads me to my next point. How do you think the country would handle it? Would we go down in a ball of flame? Would the military save us all? What would happen?
I would see a lot of ads on TV for, have you or a friend been bitten by a zombie? Donate to the Red Cross today.
What is this? Resident Evil or Dead Rising 2? You gotta sell Zombrex or something.
Well,
Yeah.
well, think about it. Look at Katrina. Look at the earthquakes that happened in Oklahoma. Look at, we try to help Haiti.
Where he's going.
What I'm going is this route. The government's going to put on this face, we're going to be like, oh yeah, we're here to help. Okay, how? They're going to send FEMA through all these towns, and it's just be nothing but spray painted X's on doors, and that's it.
That's a cynical view, but not without merit, I have to say.
I mean, they might help, but personally, I don't know. I mean,
I personally am optimistic that our armed forces would be able to take them out pretty quickly and efficiently. I really do. I think if there was a zombie apocalypse, police officers, people in uniform, even dudes who just own a lot of guns, conspiracy theorists stuff, would be pretty quick to just put them down.
okay, now what about you got those protesters and those hippies who are all like, oh, there's still people, find a cure, lock them up.
I think that, I know it's a thing in fiction, but I think in real life there'd be very few people. After you see like your grandmother eat your neighbor's brains, and you're like, it's not my grandmother anymore. You know what I mean? Like,
but on the flip side, though, what would be the root of the zombie upbringing? Would it be just end times? Would it be
the
a virus? Yeah, like what would?
it'd be
And
something-
that would be the foundation to how people would react.
Oh yeah, like
Because if
they
it's a
knew-
virus,
yeah,
if they knew, oh, it's a virus through the blood or the saliva, whatever.
then people might be like, oh, we can find a cure,
Exactly.
From Wiccan curses.
and you're dead.
And then you're gonna have other religious people saying, oh, these people could be saved.
Yeah. Here's the thing that I don't get though. Let's say it is a biological virus, and you have a zombie that's like missing an arm or like half of its head's cut off and the head's just kind of hanging like this. If you heal the virus, they're still dead. You're not going to be able to save them after you remove the virus. You're just going to be like, oh, fuck. Although, if there was ever a piece of zombie fiction where they managed to cure someone of the hunger for human flesh and human intelligence, but kept them invincible, that'd be pretty interesting. Okay, yeah, never mind. Yeah.
Okay, so do you have any advice for people if they want to live and they don't know anything about zombie invasions? Because we're the experts on it, obviously.
Of course.
What's going to be your piece of advice to people?
My advice would be, there's no more black and white. There's no more upper class, lower class. If you don't like someone, you're going to like them less if you're dead. and pretty much you'd have to work as a community. That'd be my advice. Don't look at drama. Don't look at just problems. Just realize it's about survival at this point, and the guy you hate most might be the guy who might save your life.
In the long winter, the lone wolf dies, but the pack survives.
Buy a trench spike. They're really good. And if you're in a place with stairs, in drastic times, destroy the stairs. But then you'd be trapped upstairs, so make sure you have a ladder going back out that you can like bring down and bring back up.
You can make a rope ladder with grappling hooks on it, so you can.
In terms of serious advice, don't panic, keep a community. That's it.
Don't use chainsaws.
Yeah, chainsaws are the worst.
They just get stuck.
Here's the thing.
Use fuel.
The biggest thing. Don't be stupid.
Yes.
In a zombie apocalypse, don't be a moron because you would die pretty quickly.
And don't be a hero.
Yeah,
they die quickly too. Unless your name's Otis, and you go down as a hero.
Yeah.
We're not gonna get into that though.
Here's the thing. Think of it this way. If there were a zombie apocalypse, it'd probably play out more like a Game of Thrones. And that the smart ones generally tend to do a lot better.
Yeah, you live or you die.
Yeah.
Yes.
Or wait, how's that go?
You live or you die.
Oh yeah, generally, but if you win or you die.
You win or you die.
Yeah, you win or you die.
There is no middle ground. My advice would be learn karate. or just get a pack of wild dogs like this thing right here, and have them hunt for you and defend yourself. And
What if they get bitten?
watch
by
out
a
if they
zombie?
eat you though. If they get bit by a zombie, butcher them. Then that's free food.
But then if you eat food from a zombie thing, wouldn't you get...
No.
I don't know, you cook it, so
cook
maybe that would
it,
get rid of that.
There's a cure. Cook the zombies. Obviously.
Of course!
Then they'll be alive.
Then
again.
Grandma will be okay.
Yes.
Ah.
Grandma, it's so good of you to be back to your normal self.
Grandma, are you okay? I'm burning. Help! This is the deeper hell than I was in a minute ago when I ate my daughter.
No, what with
How
grandma,
selfish of
we
her.
would never hear her scream.
All right, because the throat would be burned.
I was actually making a Game of Thrones reference, but okay.
Oh. I thought you were making the vocal cords would burn up, they'd be choking on fire.
It would be more of just a crackling, like, or something like that.
Yes.
So yeah, that's our episode on the zombie apocalypse.
A very scientific episode.
Very scientific. We did a lot of research on it. We hope you like it. There's some stuff I'm sure on the screen right now going by, and we all had a hell of a blast. Bye.
Bye. Have a good old time.